Hey guys, so when I've been waking up in the morning, I always have these intense dreams, and if I don't write down what I'm dreaming about, I fail. I fail to, first of all, make videos, and I fail to even write anything down in this book, which gives a whole universe and strong thought forms into whatever I'm thinking about. So if I projected immediately on a piece of paper a few days ago that I was having these intense dreams about polarity and paradoxes of everything and how there is a meeting point, just like the rising kundalini. You have the Ida and the Pingala up the Sushumna. All right, this is our like caduceus or hermetic staff inside the body. The Ida and the Pingala. They represent two polarities, paradoxes. Anything, virtuous, evil, hot, cold, free will, and destiny. That's a big one. I'm going to go to the smaller ones. Hard, soft, high, low, male, female, big, small, light, dark, sun, moon. You got salt and sulfur. You have future, past, unique with conformity of the will. And then the big ones, like you have the synthetic matrix and the organic matrix. Organic, in quotations, that would be nature. Again, in quotations, just for the people that really strongly believe that we are in a simulation. The organic would be still, it's organic because it's higher than us, per se. We're born into the plane of the organic matrix. That polarity opposite would be the synthetic matrix. Okay, the synthetic matrix. And the synthetic matrix is obviously any like trains, buses, cars, institutions, schools, homes, money, dollar, the dollar bills, mono currency, the sea of current. That's a corrupted square wave, sine wave. And it's not a sine wave, it's a square wave current with the blood money that we're using in the waters, which is outside your flesh vehicle. Okay, so let me see what I wrote down here. Polarities and paradoxes work in harmony and disharmony with a universal cosmic divine ebb and flow. There is a point where the paradoxes meet. They meet. That's what I was dreaming about. These paradoxes meet one another. There's an energy exchange or a universal combining at the meeting point of this energy exchange, or realizing it becomes one, it becomes a whole. Like, because cold and hot are the same thing. It's called temperament, temperature. Okay? Let's see. The main ones I'm going to talk about are the synthetic matrix, organic matrix, the fact that whether we have free will or is our life predestined, already drawn out. The polarities are the same energy, but different fluid charges in motion. Yes. Okay, so also check this out. Janus. Janus is the gatekeeper, correct? Janus is the guy, the king, the god who the Romans used to worship. And Janus is the god of all gatekeepers. He's the gatekeeper of all gatekeepers, the god of all gates, the guardian of the gate. There's many different type of gatekeeping deities and gates for many different spiritualities out there. Now, you have your own gates, okay? You have your head, your hands, your feet. That's the star gate, okay? And the head would be the crown and all the openings in your head. Your two hands and your feet. You have all the nerve endings there. All the planetary alignments are in your hands and feet. So, you know, of course you could do divinations through palms and stuff like that. But also you could see where the meridian points and the ley lines are in your hands. Okay? Now, these openings are gates. They're gateways. Your eyes, your ears, your nose, your two nostrils, your mouth, and the crown in the middle of your head. Did I miss one? I think I got them all. You know, the holes in your face. Those are the gates, and we have to be mindful Realize all of your gateways in your body, the obvious ones: eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hands, feet, crown, hair receptors. Protect what enters into these divine gateways. This will allow you heavenly or hellish states of being inside of you. You ultimately reflect whatever you have magnetized into you. Keys, passwords, occult symbolism, initiations all protect and strengthen the gateways. There's also the vaginal gateway, the entrance into life on this material realm, and the entrance during coitus in order to regenerate life on this material plane. Once again, tantric and Taoist intercourse can be transcendental and reaching a higher divine state of consciousness called the bliss body. The bliss body is complete tantric and Taoist. Inverted orgasms. When you invert your orgasm inward, especially for the men, and you don't materialized liquid ejaculation, but you can invert that energy, and that energy will be tapped and trapped in your body, going from each of your core centers, revitalizing you, giving you super-like energy and powers, especially if you massage the root chakra, which is the perineum. I'm not going to get so much into this because that's not what I wanted to talk about, but respect all the gateways in your body. Realize all of those. Also, Janus is the god of January, which is the first month. The first astrological month is March, but that's why September, Octo, November, December. September would be the 7th month. October, Octo, 8, Novem, Nueve, 9, and Deci, Decanate, Decimal, December would be the 10th. But the Romans made Janus, January god. He's also carrying a pitcher in his hand. That's him right there with the pitcher. And like Aquarius, because Aquarius, 21st is that's when it starts. Okay, so if you want to get into a polarity paradox, let's see. There's a few to talk about. I can talk about, we have future past, salt, sulfur being Mercury. Mercury would be the midway point, just like male, feminine, it's Mercury. Salt, sulfur is alchemical elements. Mercury being the one in the middle. There's light, darkness. There's a synthetic matrix and the organic matrix. The known and the unknown mysteries. Of course, you have, let's see, free will and predestiny. And uniqueness. Uniqueness was your way in. You came in because you were that unique sperm. Out of all the other sperms, you made it. You fertilized the egg, you became the egg, and you survived. All the way up until crowning out the vaginal gateway. Your way in was uniqueness. Your way out of the matrix is and always will be uniqueness. You cannot conform to the system. You need to find out your true healing powers. You need to find out why you were put here on this earth, what your karma is. If you don't know thyself, you are not looking up your astrology chart, learning how to read astrology of any type, Vedic, sidereal, draconic, Ra'uruhu, tropical, Western, Placidus model, whatever type of astrology you need to learn yourself. Tarot cards, divinations, meditation. You have to be in an ebb and flow harmony. And that's all of these polarities and paradoxes. Now, I want to talk about free will and destiny. All right? Now, ever since I was a little kid, I've always believed that it was either destiny, predetermined life, or it was a free will. Couldn't be both. Somewhere down the line, I said, but what if it is both? What if both are possible? Because I remember reading in a book that says the stars can control and predetermine many things. This is through the sine wave. So the stars truly make the road for the future. However, with your intent, you know what? I actually wrote it down somewhere. Hold on. Yes. This is my definition per se, but I read it one time in a video. There is a predetermined archonic genetic disposition. However, certain energies, vitalities, and intents can cause divine deviations on the path. The path is your lifeline, which is already drawn out for you. Not to a T. Now let me say something. There's something with human design. When you study human design, there's one type of person. I forget if they're a reflector, which is like a 2%, or if they are strictly a generator. If they fall right in the middle, their entire life is set in stone. Any person that comes in their life is meant to, and they're meant to teach them a lesson of some sort. They're not here to struggle that much, and they're not here to be like a famous celebrity. They're there to be run-of-the-mill, but not with much struggle or obstacles in their life. This is a certain type of human design. I think it's only like 4% of the population, but these people are like the fixed, set in stone, divine path. Now, everyone else has leeway for certain amount of free wills, but you have to listen to the ebb and flow and harmony of what's going on with you. You have to know when someone's coming into your life for a reason. You need to pick up on certain signals. These are your chances to take that key and unlock from the higher projections. If this is Earth over here, then these would be our planets in the middle. And then Uranus, and you get to Neptune and Pluto, and then you get to the higher separations. They're all projections on each other, reflections and projections. All right? That's why particles are not truly particles, because it all comes from the AIN SOPH, the Piece de Sophia. It all comes from the very beginning. The vacuum of pure spirit, AIN SOPH, limitless and boundless, X3 to A1, X2 to X3, X1 to X2. The AIN SOPH, or limitless light. There's, let's see, X1, 2, and 3. Okay? Now,